So,
I don't see anything.
so 2 Sundays ago, I mean, not 2 Sundays ago, today's Sunday. 2 days ago, I posted my losses because, I'm not really into, um, how people always posting their wins and stuff. I'm not that. I can't do that. Only because of the way that I win, it definitely may um, come from losses. So 2 days ago, I posted that I would go live about what I posted. And so I'm doing that now while I have a moment. So I'm down in the markets, let's just say 100 grand, right? That's from my investments. Good morning. So I'm down about $100,000 from the markets total. So that's Forex, stock, EFTs,
ETFs.
um,
Options, like
everything included, right? So I don't just post my wins because a lot of people try to get you by their Ferraris and big houses and posting their receipts of how they made $1 million a month or, $25,000 a day or whatever. But they don't, in that process, they're not being transparent about how that all is obtained and how much it costs to make that much. So it costs you a certain amount of money to make 100 grand a day. It costs you a certain amount of money to make $1 million a year. You need to know those costs, and you need to know the things that come with it. So I post the cost to be the boss. So my cost is when I'm down, that's how much I put in. And so my $50,000 in stocks and my $20,000 in Forex or my whatever, however much amount that I put in there, that amount that I put in is supposed to yield me a return, obviously greater than what I put in. So those returns are typically anywhere between 2% and upwards to 1,000+%, depending on what it is that I'm investing in. So I said 2 days ago that I would go live about my losses of someone's annual salary. And while it hurts my ego, I can't think from an emotional perspective because the moment that you bring emotion into it, you're going to lose. You're already losing. Now you're going to lost. And you don't want to be in a situation of loss. You want to be above zero. And so whenever you're working towards getting yourself above zero when it comes to the markets, I just wanted to give you a couple of quick tips. So we already know, do not be emotional. It's not going to work. It doesn't matter how much you cry, holler, yell, kick, and scream. And I'm like how men are about a basketball game or a football game, and they're yelling at the TV screen knowing that their yelling is not doing anything for the game, but they still have to get that energy out of them. I'm the same way when it comes to me in the market, especially when it comes to options. Because once that thing starts swinging a certain kind of way, good or bad, it's done. It's like done. And you only have minutes. You have literally minutes. I have a book, Brainwashed into Wealth, and the first series is Making Money in Minutes. You have literal minutes to make the money that you're going to make, whether it be $25,000 for the day, $500 for the day, $20 for the day. You have minutes to make that type of money. Good morning, Tony. And so anyway, so strategy number one, you need to convert your emotions into a strategy. So if you're feeling, you know what I mean, you can't ignore your feeling. If you're feeling bad or down or out, then you know that you need to put more in. It's called doubling down. And if you're not going to double down, you don't want this bread, right? So we have to come to a senses and say, before I even get into it, what do I need to do before I even go in here? How much do I have to risk? Dr. O had $100,000 to risk. That's what I had. That's what I put into it. That was my risk factor. And guess what? I'm down about $100,000 right now. So what do I expect whenever something doesn't go the way that I want it to go? That's any relationship, right? So in any relationship, there's going to come a time where you're not going to get your way. The way that you thought it should go, your perspective is not going to be the perspective that the relationship is going to take on, right? So good morning, Keith. Do I? Oh, thank you. Okay. I have some stuff to do. I literally just curl my hair and you see how flat it is, but whatever. But anyway, so yeah, so you already something that I failed to do. I want to talk about my failures because everybody around here running around here speaking about their success, and we all know that there's a lot of failures or lessons that take place on the way to your success levels. The fact that you're even doing it at all makes you successful. And if when people can accept that and hone in on that, cultivate it, then they're going to be fine. The fact that you're doing anything, you're successful. Another thing that I always tell people, just because you're doing it, it's a hit already. Just because you are doing it, it's a hit. It's already a hit. Now, when you're not feeling in alignment and you're not feeling like a success factor, you're feeling like a failure, then that's when you double down. If you're not going to do that, then you don't want to be in this game. So whether it's in your business or whether it's in the markets, whatever it is that you're doing to make an increase on your money, then you've got to be able to, when it's bad, you got to go in even deeper. And I think that's where a lot of people get caught up. And I tell people, you're not scared, you're just unprepared. And if you had more preparation and you were more well prepared, you wouldn't be as scared. So stop saying I'm scared or fearful. Just say that I'm unprepared and I'm not ready. Because you cannot use fear anymore as a cop out. Excuses are not going to be the thing that are going to get you to your next level. So with that being stated, when you're getting into this wealth game, just keep in mind there's a cost. And so for me, a lot of people just want me to give them money. I'm sacrificing $100,000 to make $1 million right now. My money that you want out of my pocket coming over to your body is in a situation right now. Are you going to help me get out of my situation and then I can help you? Are you going to help me help you? No, you're not. So leave me alone. Right now, I'm $100,000 down in the market. I don't have time. Make it big. I don't have time to be playing around. So, anyway, I said all that to say, what do you do when something is not going your way in your finances and you're down? First of all, you need to recognize. I always tell people before there's a reconciliation, there's a reckoning. You need to recognize, I'm down. I am down. Say it. I'm down right now. I'm getting my butt kicked right now. Admit it, right? A lot of people are in denial about getting that butt tapped. And you have to admit it immediately so you can get that out the way. The moment that you admit it, it releases some type of energy or something. Your dopamine and all that other stuff starts to kick in. Serotonin starts to come. Serotonin, by the way, is a chemical that we use to heal ourselves. So go ahead and start that healing process. I'm getting my butt kicked. I'm down. And y'all see my account. I posted it a couple of days ago. That's someone's annual salary gone. Cash money. In the moment, right? So how do I recover? I admit it, I'm down. I immediately start to strategize. There's a thing called averaging down. So what I do is I bought the stock at a certain cost basis. Like say I bought the stock at $1. Let's just use a round dollar. And then it drops down to 50 cents. I go ahead and buy it again at 50 cents, double up on the price, and I maximize my winnings. So if you average 100 or $1 plus 50 or 50 cents, then you're going to bring your average down. So now, yes, you would accumulate more of this opportunity, but it'll be at a lower cost. So as soon as it jumps over that cost, now you're in the profit. And a lot of people are so emotional, they won't quickly ascertain the privilege and the benefit of something going down. So if something is dropping, when gravity is pulling down, that is a benefit to them. For Dr. O, I don't care if something is in the green or in the red. If a stock price goes up, I make money. When the stock price goes down, I make money. Because I do anything, everything, to make sure that happens, because I had to learn that there is a guaranteed loss in everything that you're going to do. There's a guaranteed loss of your life for living, for even being birthed out. There's a guarantee of death. Yes or yes? When you get into a marriage, there is a guarantee of the relationship working or you getting a divorce. Yes or yes? Whenever you do a business, there's a guarantee that it will be successful or that it will fail. Yes or yes. These are all guarantees. And no one's feelings and emotions. I don't care about your prayers and fasting and all that. I do it. I'm the best faster that I know. I will go into a 40-day fast with just water and I will live. I've done it several times, right? So, are you guys leaving? He said he's late. No. So, hey, good morning. Hey, Danielle. Hey, Nara. That's my sister. So anyway, so I immediately I start thinking about, okay, I'm losing in this moment and I'm going to get back to a winning state. And in order for me to do that, I cannot be thinking about how I'm feeling. I have to be thinking about how I'm going to secure myself in this process. And so, whenever the stock is going down, whenever it's going down, I start to average down. Number one, it's very difficult if you don't have any money. So I'll teach you how to raise money too. So that's number one. The other thing as it's falling that you can do is cash out. And that may be painful. Look at you.
You need something back?
I do not. I don't want anything back. No. Y'all going? No, ma'am. I have an interview to do. I have an interview, and then I'm coming back. I like your face.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But yeah, so whenever you can average down or you can cash out. When you cash out, it's going to be painful. When you cash out, it's going to be painful because you may have put $1,000 in and you're cashing out at $200. It hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. But let me tell you something. You can take that $200 and you can purchase or write a put and you can get all your money back. That's if you're strong. Only the strong survive. This is not for punks at all. This is not for punks at all.
This one of them days we just
That's
can't
that.
get out the house. Right. We be back and forth, back and forth.
And then once you cash out at what we would call a deficit, you can take that deficit and you can go put it back in immediately, and you'll begin to start making your money back. And you have to have some strong faith, and faith without works is DEAD. So that's it. Then, in order for, how did I get the $100,000? I think a lot of people tell you about their story. Like, I made $1 million this year, and I, was able to make 6 to 7 figures in my business, and my digital marketing company made this much, and my coaching business made this much, and you're thinking to yourself, like, how did you even get there, right? Like, where did you get it from? You know what I mean? I'm making $25,000 a week. How? How did you get the money? Where did it come from? So there's a few things. Obviously, it can come from your income source, whatever that you have. If you have a job or you have income coming in from your business or whatever your projects are, that's the number one typical source of where the money comes from. The other thing it can come from is when you're with a brokerage, they will give you money to trade with also, depending on how much money you have in there. I'm a day trader, so the minimum for a day trader legally by the SEC is that you have to have a base of $25,000 in your account at all times, just in case you lose. They want to recover, and they don't feel like chasing you down about this money because they know how people get. You want all the benefits and the profit, but when everything's down, I got to chase you down and come looking for you, right? But you want it while it's fun, but when it's down, you don't want it. You don't want to be responsible and accountable for it. So I need you to have the base, a minimum amount is $25,000 a day trade. So I put the $25,000 into my account to day trade, and then they give me literally over $400,000 to play with every single day. One of my accounts, if I want to do government trading, on one of them is $475,000 that they give me. On one of my accounts, depending like if it's like renewable energy or something like that, they'll give me about $200,000 to play with. Depending on how much I have in there, how well I'm trading, so on and so forth. It just depends. But I'm just saying that when people ask me where does the money come from, it typically comes from the source that I'm connected to. So they will give you money also. You don't want to mess with that. You don't even want to play with it. It's something called a margin call, and Dr. O had one for $21,000, and I had from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Central Standard Time. I had until 1 o'clock to run them their bread. They're $21,000, and they wanted it cash money. So, just telling y'all where it comes from, because people don't give this kind of information. While we out here balling out of control, you don't talk about how you got to become a baller. Where did the $25,000 come from that I was able to secure? I have a life insurance policy. It has cash value. I've been paying $12,000 per year over a long set of years. Every year, a percentage of that goes towards my life insurance policy. The other percentage of that goes towards my cash value, meaning that I am my own bank. I have been a black-owned bank since 2018, and I have been processing my banking instrument for a very long time. That money that I put in there, it adds up, and it has compounding interest. Anytime that I can use it and pay it back, I can get it again. Anytime I can use it and pay it back, I can get it again, no matter what it is. That's where I get money from. Myself, my blood. And we all know, and I'm going to say it again and again and again, that in the Hebrew language, the word blood and money has no differentiation. The word Adam, Adom, means blood, and it means wealth or money, period. There's no differentiation. So it said that when God had the angel wipe the blood over the door of the children of Israel so that the plague could not kill them, he was saying God had the angel wipe wealth over the door so that the angel could not, the death angel could not kill them. Or if you see in the Bible where it says the word Adam, Adam and Eve, it's saying money and Eve. It's saying Adam and Eve, it's saying wealth and Eve. It's no differentiation, right? So your blood is your wealth and the mark that God put on you to save your life. So my blood, specifically my blood out of my body, is giving me money. That's another way. So then how do I get the money to pay for the life insurance policy, right? It goes on and on and on. Until you are a powerhouse at fundraising and you are a powerhouse at getting money or having access to it anyway, you are not going to be in a very good, healthy financial situation. There's going to be opportunities that come your way, and you're not going to have any money to play with to get the opportunity. The other way that I get money is through my credit. I am very, very, very strategic about my credit. I have filed for bankruptcy. I have had 400, 500 credit scores. I have had hard times with my credit. I have overused it. I have had charge-offs. I have had everything you can think of except for liens. I have had bankruptcies and bankruptcy and situations where I couldn't really even do anything with my credit for 7 years. So people don't get the other side of their pain, so they never really get to the other side of their prosperity as they go through this door of pain. All of us came and did some type of pain to our mother. Every last one of us created pain for our mother just to get onto the earth's plane. That process of pain that she had to endure was no greater than our life that we live right now. We are all the cause of pain to someone at some point, in some kind of way, and vice versa. So when we accept that and we get through that, stop telling people to get over stuff and start teaching them how to get through it, then we're going to be in a better position. And what I tell black parents, especially for our black youth, I stop telling your kids not to get in trouble. Start teaching your children how to get out of trouble. Start teaching yourself how to get out of trouble. Don't say, man, I don't even want to go out tonight because I don't even want to get in trouble. No, go out tonight and teach yourself how to not get into trouble. You've got to face that, and that's exactly why a lot of people are not wealthy or they're not rich, because they're not willing to go through anything to get to the other side to get it. And I do not believe that you have to go through pain to have a successful relationship or to have money. I don't think you have to go through pain. But I will say that it may be a part of the process, and if it is, you better know how to get out of it, and you better know how to convert that energy into something very prosperous immediately. So Instead of telling people don't get in trouble, start teaching people how to get out of trouble. Start learning how to problem solve. They always say if you want to make $10 million or you want to make $1 million or $1 billion. For $1 billion, solve 10 billion problems. For $1 million, solve 10 million problems. If you're not solving 10 million problems, then I'm not understanding how you plan on staying a millionaire. Because we can get lucky in these streets. We can get lucky all day. But until it becomes a part of a reality for us, luck is only there for chance, time, and chance. Blood Banks, thank you for sharing when your book coming out. It's already out. You look beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Well, my ride is here, and Big's gonna be barking. But I've given you guys a lot of information. But I said 2 days ago that I was going to post, give you more context about my loss and what I do to recover. And I'm an endurance. That's the last thing I'll leave you. Endurance. All right.